If I'm fighting against a tyrant, is that jihad?
I have already explained. Fight against a tyrant is a good fight provided that the accepted norms of the world give you permission to do that. The moment you begin to call it jihad, that fight will also be defined. It has to be within the permissions granted by God to raise a fight against a tyrant. Now, I further explain this. The Prophet ﷺ used the same example, but not in terms of raising swords. He said it is a jihad to say the truth before a tyrant, at whatever cost, personal cost, you do it.
Right.
You may be murdered. That would be jihad. But he never permitted to raise the sword in the name of considering somebody to be a tyrant. So there are different things, there are fine points which have to be brought into the focus of your attention before you reach a final conclusion. So tyrants are tyrants. If a party is permitted by the Holy Quran, whether you call it jihad or not, to fight for your rights, that's a completely different issue. In that concept, the Holy Prophet of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has also called such martyrs, such people as martyrs, but has not called that jihad. So perhaps this is which is bothering you, that a man, a good man who fights against all odds for the sake of a good principle, if this is not jihad, then what jihad is? Jihad, as defined by the Holy Quran, has the connotation of somebody who has been prevented from exercising his religious rights in relation to God. The moment anybody interferes there, if he is forced to do that, then you defend yourself. That is exactly jihad. But to fight against tyrants is also good, provided you're fighting against your genuine possessions, your rights. And in that, Hazrat Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam explained that if somebody is attempted to be robbed and he defends his proprietary rights and gets killed, he is also a martyr. So when you think in those terms, then of course this end is a good, noble end, yet it will not change the basic definition of jihad of the Holy Quran.
So,
but ask the other question.
No, I was just going to say, if exactly it's the same situation, but a Christian comes in to help you, the purpose is not jihad.
You see, this is not a jihad. This is a good cause, and as it will be, everything should not be entitled the same thing. Good things can be entitled differently. So I have already expressed myself that the Holy Quran calls us for other things, good things as well, for cooperation. There is the cooperation of a Jew, of a Christian, of a Hindu, all will be welcome if it is for the promotion of goodness in the world and in the promotion of common beliefs. So this commonality of beliefs is a very important key point in the understanding of Islamic concept of wars and jihad, etc. Where the commonality is perfect and you believe in same God and same views, understanding of God, etc., somebody interferes with your rights, then this is typically the definition of jihad as you find in the Holy Quran. But there are other common points as well. And the Holy Quran repeatedly expounds that you must, as a Muslim, cooperate with others, regardless of religion or race, in every good effort anybody performs, and invite them to join you. So there, joining of forces by Christians, Jews, etc., even Hindus, will not be prohibited.